Can you explain how GMM individualizes? I'm
Okay.
also looking for maybe just a little bit of explanation for the word that you're going to use, whether that's individualizes or prioritizes, and kind of maybe unpack why you use that word.
So I will, I don't know, allow myself to go off on a semi tangent having to do with words, because the one of the words you used in your list of common ed tech words is a word we run into the most, I think, for confusion, and it has to do with like you said something like adaptive, and it immediately connected me to what a lot of software does, which is sort of a learning pathway software, where the software is the solution. The student gets her login credentials, the computer gives her a diagnostic, and from that point forward, the computer is the teacher, the computer is the helper, the computer is the data gatherer. It's just this massive everything system. And the whole claim is that it's utterly individualized and adaptive to that student. So everything she does will then kind of direct what happens next. And here's the key distinction: the computer is always pushing her forward. Like the computer is identified, she needs to start a fourth grade on a particular topic. But as she makes gains on that, it throws in some fifth grade stuff, whatever. It's always pushing her forward and teaching her new content. That's where we run into trouble, because whenever we talk to people and we use the word adaptive, they think that's what we're saying, and we aren't. We actually don't teach the lesson. We don't make sure the kids are getting engaged with the lesson. We don't foster the discovery and the dialogue. I made this for me, and I wanted to do those things, and I still believe that I did do those things and could continue to do those things much better than any computer. So the human at the core, having the relationship, investing in the kids, and setting up really good, rich lessons is just so far and away better than a machine could do that. We don't do that, right? But we are adaptive. We're just adaptive in a very different way, and in a way that doesn't occur to people. So when they hear the word adaptive, they think it's the thing that they've heard from all these other companies. It's not. When we're adaptive, we in a way we are always pushing backward. So we'll never put something onto a screen that the teacher hasn't already chosen to push out, usually in support of her lesson. Um, what's on the screen then is content from all the prior lessons, all the things the teacher has chosen as valuable over time. And so we'll keep cycling the students back through that content. To your question, what Robbie, as our marketer, um, what word should you use? I don't know. It's freighted. That word adaptive immediately, it's like, you know how some words immediately connect to people's preconceptions, and no amount of explanation will change that, because once you've said the word, they've already snapped right into the meaning. And I've run into that. You start to realize that's happening. And with that word adaptive, it happens a lot. So to your question, what words would I always use for us? I use the word spiral back sometimes. I use the word differentiated and individualized. I like the word mixed because of the idea that if the interleaved idea, we don't just give you the same thing over and over again. We give you a little bit of this, then maybe some of that. Oh, wait, some of this, it keeps jumping around. That's actually healthy for the brain in terms of long-term retention. That's like my little cluster of words, but I don't think that's any surprise to you.